Hello again, guys, and welcome back to the next part of the Westclox Leland series.
Talk tick, talk tick, talk tick.
Well, now it's almost 12 o'clock and I'm here in the studio. Should I stay or go back home? I don't know what to do. One thing that I know for sure, that girl and I are through. Still hearing tick-tock, tick, tick-tock, tick-tock, tick, tick-tock, tick-tock, tick, tick-tock, tick.
Talk tick, talk tick, talk tick.
Tick-tock.
In the last part, we took the case apart and found out that we are totally wrong about when this was made. So, I thought it was 30s, 40s, but nope. It is actually 50s. Early 50s, granted that, but still, it looks older than it is. I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but, well, I guess we won't know, will we? Unless, maybe I can ask someone on the Westclox Museum Facebook page, which I am also, or not page, I guess it's a group. The Westclox Museum Facebook group. I'll have to ask them about this clock and see if there was an older version. I mean, like, for the Leland, I don't know if there was any more versions of it. This is the only version I know of the Westclox Leland that exists. Maybe there's another one. I'd have to check clockhistory.com. But as for now, this is the only one I know of. And there goes the timer. And, yeah, I don't know when this was introduced, but maybe, who knows, this could be one of the very last Lelands. Maybe it was introduced in 1947 or something, and this is just one of the last ones or something. Oh, there goes that. Anyways, viewers, I'm not sure. It's all up to speculation. Just trying to find a good way to stand this thing up. Let me get this. Since there's so much motion work and stuff happening on the front, like there's so many different things happening on the front plate there, it's kind of difficult to find, kind of difficult to get this to stand up straight, you know, because there's so many different things sticking out of different places. Well, anyway, we won't worry about all of this here. It really looks more complicated than it is. And just actually for the sake of this, let's just put some knobs on. Let's just get some of the alarm knobs on and test it out, see how the motion work and all that works. So yes, our travel alarm knob will fit this, because it's the same knob off of a identical movement, probably. Oops, can we get it on? Okay, there we go. So there you can see the time is actually being set. So that's obviously, that is our time setting mechanism. Then we'll put our alarm setting knob on. And viewers, as I've said, I'm just doing this so I can know what the heck does what. And we'll just see here how this all operates. Okay, it works fairly smoothly. This is a really smooth running movement. Anyway, I'll get more back to this later. I just thought I kind of wanted to have a look at that. Okay, we finally decided to have it standing up like this, with this end of the container like that. And there we go. So, yeah, viewers, I have no idea where this plastic thing came from, but I'm sure some kind of cup or even just having the movement on a piece of cardboard with a hole in it would probably work, you know, some elevated piece of cardboard. Anyway, we'll take the spring barrel off. So let's do that. There we are. We are fully wound down. I'm not actually sure how you would let down the click in this particular movement. I just ran this one down. That's how I generally like to run down movements. I just kind of oil. Well, I didn't do it for this one, but sometimes I'll take them apart, oil them, let it run down, and then we'll disassemble it. But in this case, it appears we're out to the races apparently. So if yours is stuck and it's fully wound up and not running at all, just get some oil it up, and then let it run down, and then you can take it apart. And a lot of the clock guys, a lot of the guys in this community these days, they seem to want to just do that and just put it back together. They just seem to go, well, it must just need some oil, and that's the end of it. No, it needs a cleanup, guys, too. You need to actually put that in. And you'll screw stuff up along the way. I know I have. But, you know, it's worth it result-wise, and you learn so much. So, yeah, actually, and I'm getting more parts cups, by the way, viewers. That's what I'm doing. It's worth it to fully disassemble this, and you can also learn, like, you learn a lot about mechanics in here as well as you go along, you know. So anyway, we've got another parts cup on hand here, so we'll just take out our variant. And yes, this is a nickel-plated movement with blue steel screws. See, when Westclox was giving you steel parts, they decided to bloom, which is great. So, I mean, it just looks fantastic, and I'm pretty sure it helps with durability somehow there as well. I don't know, I have to ask the Watchworks about that one. And we'll just take, oh boy, that was not let down as well as I thought it was. And something just went flying out of here somewhere. I think it was the alarm staff. Don't do what I just did, viewers. It's kind of dumb of me. I should have looked in here and seen this. Well, anyway, it's done now. Okay, let's see here. We've got our alarm bridge here. This went in here like this. Whoops, it went in here like this. And just so we know where everything goes, let's try and actually reconstruct this. And I know we're hardly even into this, but let's just see what, you know, let's just see where this all went. Okay, this went on like that. I'm pretty sure this is just how it went. Yeah, that's exactly how it went. And I don't know how the alarm hammer... Oops, here, let me... There, you can kind of see better what's going on. Sort of thing there. Okay, so let's get our spring barrel out. So once again, we'll take this off. That just fell straight down. I'll put that in our parts cup here. Clean all that up. Take our barrel out. Oh, maybe this attaches to something. No, it does not. Okay, so there's the spring barrel. And let's just move this aside here for a second and just have a better look at this. I'm also finding more pieces of broken glass, viewers, as I'm kind of looking around my bench here, thanks to that Leland case, which already had a shard, you know, just a little bit, but it was just enough to break off and then stay there. And then, of course, okay, here's our... Oh. It was... Jeepers creepers. It was just enough to break off and stay there, but anyway, we'll just watch as you're doing this. Okay, so here's the spring barrel. Looks fairly... Oh, I see the gear on the end, which comes off. And I see it's got a notch there, kind of... Oh, I just dropped it. Okay, this is the end that goes down with the kind of groove in it. And this is the end it sticks up. So that obviously interacts with the motion work in there somewhere. Barrel cover comes off. Yeah, that's fairly oily. I think someone has been in here. We'll just put that there for now. Get the rest of this down. I see a gear that already wants to come off. We'll get that later. I'm actually going to take the hairspring and balance wheel off now. Because, you know, you don't want to get much farther than you are now. And leave that in there. Okay, there's our hairspring and balance wheel. And as you can see, oh, we're kind of moving around here. You want to get your movement fairly stable, at least to the point where it won't rock around as you're trying to do this. And there's our taper pin. And I think we'll just go in there and get it. I don't think there's any sort of tomfoolery happening here. We'll just go in there with our tweezers there. You can see the taper pin right there. I don't want to grab the actual... Oh, I'm going to have to get the pliers. You have to go in there. Don't touch the hairspring because you will rip it out. And there it is. There's our taper pin. So yeah, don't touch the hairspring because it will get screwed up. And you don't want to deal with that mess because it's just annoying. And obviously you have how it's pinned there. As you see, there's an offset bend in the spring. You see that kind of... Let me just show you. Oh. There's that kind of final curve in the spring there. It goes out from the regulator. There's a final curve. And then it goes into the hole. Or actually, no, the curve ends right at the stud there. This is the stud. It ends at the stud. There's an offset bend, and then it just goes into the hole. Then you can reverse it out. Did it just come out? Oh, no, it didn't. I might have to tease it a little bit. Don't Don't shove it or something, because then you'll really be in for something. Oh, I better get a toothpick here, because it won't move. And then I find that it's been super glued in. Oh, there, it just popped out. Okay. Now we'll just back it up into the regulator there. And you just kind of push it in. Oh, that's not what you want to do. And the offset bend sometimes doesn't want to go in the regulator. You gotta make it go in. Just gently though. You don't want to really ram her in there. Okay, like that. I think that'll be good. Oh, of course, it has to get like just barely stuck there on the end. Hairsprings. And actually, just looking down through camera, I can see exactly where it's stuck. Oh, come on, spring. There we go, it's gone now. Okay. Yeah, it's out of the regulator now, so that's fantastic. And now we will take our balance wheel out entirely, so we don't have to deal with it. Well, we have to deal with it, but not anymore. Not any more than we have to. And I see instead of giving you a screw, they've given you a nice square nut to turn. Interesting. I don't know why they've decided to do that, but okay. Oh, that doesn't want to move. Better grab the big boy pliers. And don't ask me why I said it like that, because I'm not even sure myself. Okay, there we go. We're loosening them up. Make sure you actually hold the balance as well, as I'm currently not doing. But it will fall straight. And I'm actually gonna. Oh dear, that better not. I was gonna experiment with something with that. It's kind of a bad idea, isn't it? Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. You can stick a toothpick in there. Just avoid the hairspring. But yeah, you can stick a toothpick in there. And then what you're doing is when it... Oh, shoot. Maybe it'll fall out. Or maybe it won't. I'm not sure. I'm playing dangerous games here, aren't I, viewers? Lift it out. Oh. Oh, okay. That was kind of risky. Well, golly gee whiz, viewers. It looks like our balance wheel is... Or actually, well, not the balance wheel. The hairspring is eerily similar to the ones used on Pocket Ben. Holy! Using the stupidity here for a moment. Yeah, I think the whoops, that is actually exactly like. Oh, I think the balance might be just. I think the wheel might have a bigger radius to it. Here's a Pocket Ben one that's been bent here on the side. That's why it's all screwed up. But yeah, it looks pretty close. I might be able to fit. Not saying I'm going to be interchanging hairsprings here, but it looks like you could. Looks like there's a good 50-50 chance you could probably get a balance wheel or a hairspring off a travel alarm and mount it in a Pocket Ben. I think you could probably do it. I'm not quite. I think this staff though is a little longer. I don't know if it is. Oh yeah, it definitely is. Okay. Well, anyway, that's that. But I'm more interested in the hairspring factor here. Anyways, that's not what we're going to be doing, but just for interchangeability, you know. That's a great shot of the movement, isn't it, viewers? I'm going to open up another parts container there for us to use. And now that our balance wheel is out, I'm just going to unscrew this nut here. This is the alarm tension setting nut, which keeps everything on. A lot of little washers to keep track here. I'm actually going to work on it like this, so nothing falls down. We've got our, you know, there's the nut there. There's a bevel there, so it actually screws in. Or there, I'm sorry. Well, it almost looks like an oil sink there, but you can see that's the side that goes in that actually screws in, and then here's the top side. Oh, it's gone. Here's the top side here, the flat side. So that's a very small part there. Take our. We've got a washer here, I see, and I actually see there's something else sticking out here as well. Oh, there's these wheels sticking out of here. Something just fell off. I have absolutely no idea where this spacer came from. Looks like a spacer. That's interesting. I don't know where that is from. Guess that's why you gotta be careful when turning these things over. I don't know where this spacer came from. That's kind of iffy. Okay, I guess I'll put that in there. And that most certainly is a spacer. I don't know what else that would be. Okay, I'll just pull our leaf spring, and which I see has actually come out of its holes for some reason. I don't know why that happened. Got probably a double D washer there. Yeah, there it is. Get that out of there. Make sure you don't lose the washer, because you're going to need that later. Like all of this, I mean, these things aren't just thrown in here for no reason. Then there's these, which should just... Actually, there's another washer in there. This should all just pull out. There it goes. That washer I'm going to slide over my way. And, yeah, there we go. I'm not sure what side goes in where. Okay, gears, stop falling out. I have to keep track of where you go. Well, I guess that one's not that big of a deal. I kind of saw where this one went. It goes right there. So this gear here, which this is dialed, this is technically the bottom of it. It goes right in there. See that hole there? Right where my screwdriver is pointing? That's where that sticks into. So that goes there. I'm gonna put that down here somewhere. And is anything else gonna go shooting off somewhere where I won't be able to find it? I don't think so. Oh, there's an alarm. There's the alarm hammer. It's not looking very active these days. Okay, let's get this out of here. Oh, you know what? Oh, I just figured out where the spacer goes. Man, that's a sneaky spot. Right here. These two pillars here are where the spacers go. And there's a spacer there as well. Okay. And there's probably another spacer. Or not. Well, anyway, there's spacers there. Okay, let's get this off. Get this screw off there. Good show. Get this off here. You can see why I wouldn't want the balance wheel interfering with all this stuff. You know, this is already good enough as it is. I don't need the balance wheel and hairspring involved in here as well, you know. Getting all tangled up. Oh, what a mess. You should just be able to pull this off now, and there we are. Oh, I see the pallet fork decided it wanted to stay with the top plate. Oh, very good. I guess it was tight in there. That can happen sometimes, though. Oh, let me just put that on. Okay, well, it goes... I'm pretty sure that's the exact pallet fork. Actually, I think there's some parts going on. Like this wheel here. This looks familiar, doesn't it? It appears there are some pocket bend parts happening in here. That's it. I'm calling this a pocket bend with an alarm. That's funny, actually. Yeah, there's I don't believe it. Oh, that's goofy right there, viewers. Oh man. Well, anyway, you know why? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, that just came out of this hole here somewhere. I'm not quite sure where that went. By the end of this, I'm going to have to actually pull apart a travel alarm and see where... I'm actually going to have to check where half this stuff goes. Okay, well, there's our... Yeah, well, this is actually modified a little bit, but this looks really familiar. Oh, yeah, and then, yeah, especially that escape wheel, hey? I'm pretty sure that's the exact one, not even modified at all. Oh, that just went shooting off somewhere. There it is. Yeah, that's it. That's literally the same escape wheel. And the pallet fork, oh yeah, that's the same as well. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess. Here's the top plate. And I see this doesn't want to come out. Is there a cannon pinion there? I can't really see. One thing I don't like about this movement is the absolute pile of gears here on the top. And I see there's more here, which I guess I'm gonna take off. Well, not a guess, I'm gonna take it off. Okay, let's just see if there's anything. Oh, something else just went shooting around here somewhere. Oh, what is this? There's these wheels. Oh, jeepers, that's brutal. It was these wheels. It was these two. Oh, jeepers. Okay, I think these two wheels just came off. These are wheels here. I'm pretty sure this is the alarm setting mechanism. Where is the finger at? Yeah, that's the alarm set, but where in the heck's the finger? Is it here? Oh yeah, there it is. Okay. Okay, that's good. Yeah, let's see, there you can... Okay. I guess I'll just put that with the stuff on the top plate there. This gear here doesn't want to come out. This all here. I'll just take this off. Interesting how they give you more screws to undo. Oh, that spring just shot out, or it just wanted to dislodge itself. It goes in that spot there. And I'm also keeping a record, viewers, just so I know where all the things go, because I don't know myself. This is the first time I've worked on a movement like this. But I've worked on Westclox before, so... You know, this is the first one. This is the first one of these I've done. I have no idea what needs lubrication up in here. Obviously the screws don't, but let me just see here what's cooking behind there. Okay, there's a gear riveted to this. Interesting. Okay, well that's not coming off, but it's really dirty in there too. These are pretty greasy parts, eh? A spacer or a some kind of spacer washer or something. I'm not entirely sure. And here's two gears right here, right off the hop. There's a gear there. Very good. Well, pretty sure these just fit on like that. Actually, let me just reconstruct this just so I know what the heck I'm doing. Just so everyone knows. That goes on there. And that goes on there. Very good. Okay, I'll take both of those off. Leave them stacked up on top of each other. This is riveted on. Does this come off? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, that's riveted on. What about this? I have no idea what this looks like. Some kind of stopworks thing. Okay. And there's obviously motion work there. Okay. See, viewers, when you're recording the whole thing, you know, you can do stuff like this and not lose track entirely of where it all goes. And see, there's the group shot of everything. Oh, not quite. There's some more bits there. But yeah, you can kind of see where everything goes. And of course, if you post it to YouTube, you can get other people commenting and saying, "Oh no, you should do this" or whatever. It's pretty great. You get to document it not only for yourself, but everyone gets to see it. One last thing we'll do before we clean it is take our spring out. Let's see here. What have we got? We'll just gently pull the first coil out, grab onto the other coils, and just gently thread it out. Well, something like this anyway. That's good enough. I think that's actually very close to it. Oh, and of course you slide it forward so it unhooks itself. Very good condition clock, hey? Like we've been going in here, and even if someone has been messing around in here, it looks like it's been all put back together the right way. Also, you know what, viewers? I've just decided to, I've cleaned everything up. I've decided to skip showing the cleaning process for this particular series because I'm still perfecting it. And I've gotten it to a point where I think it works now, but I should probably try it a few more times and see if it can be, yeah, I'm still perfecting it, so that's why I haven't shown it. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode of this. So we'll leave it, well actually we won't leave everything here for now. I'm going to reorganize this and keep going. So anyways, I'll see you in the next part.